Rail transport in Vatican City consists of two 300-meter sets of rail tracks and two freight sidings within Vatican City, the shortest national railway system in the world, with only one station. Access to Italian rail lines was guaranteed by the Lateran Treaty, and tracks and station were constructed during the reign of Pope Pius XI. The only station is referred to as Vatican City. Most railway traffic consists of freight good importation, although the railway has occasionally carried passengers, usually for symbolic or ceremonial reasons. History. Pope Gregory XVI prevented the construction of railways in the Papal States, and was reputed to have said, "Chemin de fer, chemin d'enfer." Gregory XVI's successor, Pope Pius IX, began the construction of a rail line from Bologna to Ancona, but the territory was seized by the armies of the Risorgimento in 1861 before it was completed. The utility of rail travel for the mass pilgrimages of the 19th century, beginning with those at Lourdes circa 1858, was one factor that softened opposition to such technology within the Roman Curia. The construction of a railway station in Vatican City and its linkage to the Italian rail lines was guaranteed by the Lateran Treaty of February 11, 1929. The Directorate of New Railway Construction of the Ministry of Public Works of the Kingdom of Italy implemented this provision with construction, beginning on April 3, 1929, to establish earthworks 38 meters above sea level between Piazza Santa Marta and the Palazzo del Governatore. The construction of the viaduct leading to Vatican City was paid for by the Italian government. The station within the Vatican was financed from the 750 million liras indemnity agreed to in the Lateran Treaty's financial part. The total cost of construction was reported to be 24 million liras. The station building was constructed between 1929 and 1933. The first locomotive entered the Vatican in March 1932. The station was opened officially on October 2, 1934. A railway convention was ratified between Italy and Vatican City on September 12, 1934, on which date the property passed from Ferrovie dello Stato to the Holy See. In October 1934, the Ministry of Public Works gave the completed rail lines to Vatican City and Ferrovie dello Stato, respectively. Leg sulla fonte del diritto made Italian railway legislation binding on Vatican-controlled railways. In late March 1944, during the Allied bombing of Rome in World War II, the Vatican discovered a German munitions train stopped on the line by the Vatican Railway Station. Vatican City Railway Station. Vatican City Railway Station is the only railway station of the Vatican Railway. It was built approximately 20 meters from the entrance gateway by architect Giuseppe Momo. Construction began on April 3, 1929, and the station began operation in 1933. Its simple white, Italian marble design was described by writer H. V. Morton as more like a branch of the Barclay Bank in London. The station building is composed of white marble, and its dimensions are 61 by 21.5 meters. The central body is 16.85 meters tall and the lateral ends 5.95 meters. Part of the station building continues in use as passenger station and goods office, whilst part now houses the Vatican Numismatic and Philatelic Museum. The railway station also houses the small Vatican tax-free department store, a private facility open only to Vatican subjects and diplomats. Route. The Vatican City State Railway branches off from the Rome to Viterbo railway line at the Roma-San Pietro railway station and crosses Gelsomino Valley via a 143.12-meter-long masonry viaduct of 8 15.30-meter arches, which crosses Viale Vaticano and via Aurelia. The Via del Cave and the Via del Gelsomino were also interrupted by the viaduct and thus merged with the Via Aurelia, before passing through the Vatican City walls and terminating in the Vatican City railway station. The line passes under an arch decorated with the coat of arms of Pope Pius XI with a two-piece 35.5-ton iron gate which slides into the recesses of the Vatican walls. The gate is closed when there is no traffic scheduled on the line. The railway has 2 tracks, but only one is served by a station platform. 2 terminal load tracks, for freight wagons, are situated on the northeast side of the building. They are linked to the main track that ends in a head shunt in a tunnel. The station is near the Vatican Gardens, behind St. Peter's Basilica. The gateway separating the station from rail track in Italian territory is part of Leonine Wall. Other buildings near the station are the Governorate Palace and the Domus Sancti Martha. Uses. The Vatican Railway has been used primarily for importing goods into the Vatican and intermittently for ordinary passenger trains. The planned papal train of Pius XI was never constructed and the Vatican has never employed any railway workers or registered any rolling stock. The official train of Pope Pius IX remains on display at the Museum of Rome in the Palazzo Braschi. Pope John XXIII, on October 4, 1962, became the first pope to use the Vatican Railway during his pilgrimage to Loreto on Assisi 1 week before the beginning of Second Vatican Council. Using the Italian presidential train, the trip was broadcast on the Eurovision network. Pope Pius IX had been both the last pope to visit Loreto and the last pope to travel by train. John XXIII also arranged for the remains of Pope Pius X to be transferred to Venice using the Vatican Railway. Vatican City Station has no regular passenger trains scheduled. 21st century. Pope John Paul II used the railway a few times for symbolic purposes, as early as November 8, 1979, but did not use the railway to leave Rome until January 24, 2002. On Saturday, the 21st of May 2011, a special train ran from Vatican City Station to commemorate the 60th anniversary of Caritas. Pope Benedict XVI used the railway as well. Pope Francis's desire to open the church's treasures to the public has resulted in a weekly special train from Vatican City Station that is open to the public and is provided by the Vatican Museums and the Italian Railway. Starting from September 12, 2015, on each Saturday, visitors to the Vatican Museums can board a train and travel of the pontifical villas in Castel Gonfort. There, passengers can tour the newly created museum and visit the pontifical gardens as well as visit the town. The tour returns the same afternoon to the station of Roma San Pietro. A special train for invited guests and reporters inaugurated the run with on the 11th of September 2015. This inaugural train was hauled by FS Class 625 steam locomotive 625017, built in 1915. The same engine was used by the Italian royal family, and also hauled the train which carried Pope John XXIII to Loreto on Assisi in 1962. Scheduled trains use contemporary suburban rolling stock to travel from Vatican City railway station to Albano Lazio, via Castel Gandolfo, Gallery, Roma S. Pietro railway station, the tunnel to head shunt, the gateway, Vatican City railway station, train entering the Vatican Station platform, an FS freight car in Vatican Station.